So guys, as you can probably tell, we got a giant trailer. Right through this trailer. It's a 24-foot enclosed. The truck towing it, of course. It's pretty damn big, but luckily this truck tows it no problem. Yeah, so this is probably gonna be a separate video that I upload after I reveal the Skyline to you guys. But probably know what this means. The Formula 1 car is going bye-bye. I simply got an offer that I would be kind of stupid to refuse, you know, to make that much money without doing a single thing but purchasing this thing essentially and just reselling it. I really thought this thing is cool, and I still do. And I think it absolutely doesn't it look cool just sitting in there? The trailer. That's exactly why I didn't want an open trailer, so on the road. It's not what you're seeing. Yeah, so now I'm headed to Palm Beach, Florida. As far, it's like 30-something hours. So I'm gonna be sleeping in the back of the truck, as I already said to you guys. Have a whole bed set up there. Bought a bunch of healthy snacks and food and stuff like that. As I said, this video will be up after the R34 video, just because I want to unveil that. Because I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, you sold another car, give up another project," but. Not really giving up, so to say, because I never even said I was going to do anything. It's just I just saw this thing and I had to grab it for $500. It was just too good, and I didn't know if I was going to do anything with it. But as I've mentioned multiple times, I really am serious about that R34 Skyline. I only want the best of parts for it. And of course, this is 100% going to be using to fund that, and if anything, build a shop back there as well. So personally, I think it's a good trade-off. So I'm on the road, boys. I honestly teared up when I left Rachel. I don't know, maybe sad for some reason. Just, you know, I'm with her every single day, and the dogs, of course. So it makes me sad that I'm not gonna see them for like a week. I don't know, 5. I still haven't decided how long this trip is gonna be, because it really all depends how much I'm driving. My goal tonight is to get to right outside of San Antonio, and right outside of San Antonio is about 13 hours right on the dot. And I left at about 12, so that would mean, yeah, that would mean I'm driving till midnight or 1 a.m. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited. I just want to talk to you more, because I was kind of rushing to load the car and all of my stuff. I did a lot of prep. I mean, I brought literally every single tool I have. I have spare clothes to shower at the truck stops. I have so much food. Oh my god, I have so much food. It's just one bag of popcorn, but I have so much food in that bin that's like healthy-ish. As I told you guys, like a lot of snack bars, breakfast bars, energy bars, popcorn, or healthy organic popcorn, trail mix, nuts, stuff like that. And I just have for like water and seltzer water to fill me up a little bit more. But hopefully the truck does well. As you guys saw, I changed the coolant and the oil on it. Everything else looks okay. This truck does leak oil. I don't know. For a diesel, people tell me it's not heavily. If this is a regular car, I'd say it leaks oil pretty heavily, because after 40 minutes, you know, there's a good like 2-3 inch oil puddle on the ground. But apparently everyone says these diesels, they just leak. That's just how it is. But anyways, guys, I sold the F1 car, as I said, because honestly, it would be silly if I didn't. Like, I mean, it's the equivalent of somebody giving you a couple $1,000s and saying, "Hey, here you go," you know? I didn't do anything with the F1 car. I paid $500 for it. I paid maybe $300 for gas and a trailer to go get it. Used my own truck, you know? I would have loved to do something with it, but I knew no matter what, I have to set my horizon for the R34 Skyline, because that's just priority. I don't want to be mixed up in 2 big projects and then have my money go into both of them, and then I don't have enough money to finish one of them. And, you know, honestly, if I find something like that again, if I'm ever that lucky and I'm in a better financial position where I can actually do something with it, it'd be so awesome. But I really can't, you know, give up an opportunity like that, you know. Anyways, me and this guy, we negotiated. He lives in Palm Beach, Florida. He has a really impressive collection of cars. He said he wants me to, he says he doesn't mind if I film his collection, maybe show it to you guys. But he has a really impressive collection and everything like that. And he basically just wants to hang it up on his wall, you know. I had a lot of people like that just want to hang it up on their wall contacting me, which, you know, I have no problem with. And we agreed on a sum of me delivering it to him. And you know, at first I was like a little bit iffy because, you know, Florida, especially West Palm Beach, Florida, which is South Florida, like Miami almost, it's far. I mean, it's like 33 hours total driving. It's like 4,500 miles combined there and back. I was like, damn, you know, like, is it worth it? Because you're gonna pay $1,000 in gas. You know, you gotta factor that in. I rented this trailer for about $500 for a week. I paid like $60 extra just for a tire protection plan in case one of the tires blows. I don't have to pay $150 or $200 to replace it. There's a spare, so they just say, you know, change the spare. Don't worry about the bad one. You know, just trying to cover my ass a little bit. But then I'm like, wait, like, you know, the Skyline I was gonna have transported to me originally. It was gonna run me $800 to transport that to me from Alabama to Arizona where I live. So I'm just like, okay, so yeah, it's $1,000 of gas, but you're saving $800 by not having to transport it to you and just grabbing it yourself. So, and then I had my eye on a Skyline front clip, which is in Chicago, which you're actually going to see in the next video, and it has all sorts of goodies, everything I need for this shell essentially. And it's in Chicago, and I was going to do that as a separate drive to Chicago and back, but then I'm like, hey, Chicago's 12 hours north of Alabama, and it technically only adds 12 hours to the drive. You know, I say only 12 hours, but, you know, it adds it, so you might as well kill, you know, 3 birds with one stone in this scenario. You know, dropping off the Formula 1 car, selling that, picking up the R34 Skyline roller, and then picking up a Skyline front clip all at once. That's why I got this giant 24-foot enclosed trailer. Originally, I would have only needed a tiny car trailer, but I got the enclosed because, this F1 car gets so goddamn much attention that I just, when I'm sleeping at rest areas, I don't want people targeting me, you know, thinking I have money or something like that. I just don't want, you know, it's better when people don't know what's in the trailer most of the time, especially when you're on the open road. You know, there are thieves that prey on people that travel by themselves and whatnot, so sadly that's a true, you know, factor. But that's why I got the enclosed too, because it's a 24-foot. So it's technically a car and a half. If you guys saw the Formula 1 car, there's still like 4 feet behind it, and there's like, I don't know, like 8 feet in front of it. So it can easily fit the front clip and the roller and tools and wheels and whatever else I want to throw in there. And yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get on the road now. Well, not get on. I've been on the road this whole time, but I'm gonna actually, you know, get on the road and start driving. But put down some hours. I'll probably do some live streams with you guys. Just to talk to you guys. It's going to be hard not to unveil the Skyline to you because as of right now,
found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends.
So boys, we're nearing about 5.5 hours now driving. Still like 8 hours to go. Yeah. I've just been snagging. I didn't really get that much sleep last night, so I don't know how far I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to make it to this goal I set of reaching that truck stop that's like 13 hours away, about like 980 miles. Which would be nice to average. Literally all I'm doing is watching Top Gear and Grand Tour videos on my phone on YouTube, eating my applesauce. So it's not really interesting. You always think when you go on a road trip, you're like, yeah, this is great content. No, it's not. Like 95% of what you see is not good content. It's boring. You're on a main freeway. It's boring. I mean, unless something bad happens, which I really hope nothing bad happens, because I'm really not trying to fix anything right now.
Good morning, guys. Sorry the camera's a little fogged up or condensated. Kind of cold last night, but woo! Drove for like I drove for like 14 and a half hours because I'm not driving the speed limit. The speed limit's 80 miles an hour. I'm driving like 65 to 70 miles an hour just to get better gas mileage. Since this truck has a different rear end gear ratio. So it just keeps adding time. Like, what starts off as 13 hours ends up being 14 and a half just because, I'm not going that fast, but whatever. Yeah, I ended up pulling, I'm in like San Antonio, Texas, which is like halfway through Texas. Yeah, I think I slept for like 4.5, 5 hours. But since I arrived here at like 4 a.m., well, I went forward an hour or two time zone wise, so that doesn't help either, but yeah, it really was not bad. I don't know, I thought it'd be a lot harder to sleep at like a gas station or like these truck stops, but like these trucks aren't that noisy, honestly. Some of them are left idling all night. They're really not loud. Finding a spot was kind of hard at 3, 4 a.m. because like almost all the rest areas and truck stops and everything were all taken. But I found like a spot right behind a truck that I like slithered the truck and trailer to. But good thing about waking up at a truck stop is now I have coffee, breakfast, everything right there. Had to go to the bathroom, so I'm probably gonna go do that, and I'll be back with you guys.
Last I even recorded anything was like yesterday morning when I woke up. I drove another like 13 to 14 hours yesterday, another 1,000 miles, and got to Tallahassee, Florida, where I slept at a rest area. Apparently all of Florida's rest areas have like nighttime security, so yeah, I slept, and I actually slept like 6.5 hours, so it was a lot more than the previous night where I only slept 4 hours. And because my timing was better, well, it wasn't really better, I think I was on the road by 8 a.m. So now I'm about like 30 minutes out from Florida, West Palm Beach. That's where the F1 guy is buying that's where the F1 guy lives. I'm delivering it to him. I was able to pick up just a tiny job on the way too. One of my followers messaged me saying he moved, I think, from Houston, Texas to Miami, and he didn't bring his M3 or M4 seats that he got for his car. So he asked if I could like stop in Houston, which Houston was like right on my way. And it's just like some nice, cash, fill up like a tank and a half or so, and then deliver them to West Palm Beach where he'll meet me, which, honestly, I probably dedicated 30 minutes to picking them up and putting them in the trailer, strapping them down. And then I'm gonna meet him like a minute or two away from the F1 buyer's house just to make a little bit of side money. And then the plan is to drive another, so I've been driving like 6 hours now probably. The plan is to drive another 6 to 7 hours to get back up to Tallahassee. First of all, I want to say sorry. I'm so sorry for this confusing video. This video is mainly me talking, just explaining things. I recorded nothing when I got there to West Palm Beach, to his house. Here's as many pictures as I can get, but oh my god, this guy's house was so gorgeous. I don't know why I didn't record even us unloading it, but here's a few pictures of the F1 car in front of his house. It just looks so gorgeous and great, and his neighbor even came out. He was like, yo, I used to watch F1 in the 80s and 90s. Like, he actually thought it was like a real car, no matter how many times I told him it wasn't real. But this guy had like 3, at his house where the F1 car was going, he had a Diablo, a McLaren like 675 LT, Mercedes AMG GT, and then a Rolls-Royce Wraith, I believe. But then he also has 2 more Diablos, Testarossa 355, some other, I don't even remember. He actually has an insane amount of cars that he stores at his other house. But super, super, super awesome guy, and he let me shower at his house and all that stuff. So really nice guy. But that's basically where the adventure ended for this video. Me recording throughout this entire road trip was really weird because I was somehow trying to divide this entire road trip into 3 videos because there was the R34 video, which I didn't want to start the R34 video with 10 minutes of me driving to go get it footage. That's stupid. I wanted to hop into the good stuff. And then the front clip video, which obviously I wanted to introduce that separately. And then I also wanted to post that F1 video because I did post on Instagram saying, and all I wrote as the caption was, what would you do if you got offered 10 to 15 times more than what you bought your car for? And that's essentially what happened with the F1 car. You know, I made thousands of dollars on it, and I couldn't refuse it. And but I never actually made a YouTube video saying I sold it, so I totally forgot about that. I'm sure most of you guys caught on that I got rid of it, obviously, but I just wanted to be pretty clear, you know, point and clear. I did sell it, of course, all the funds. We're actually starting to build a shop now, as I'm speaking. The permits, I believe, got approved, and now the concrete is going to come in soon to level everything and do the foundation, do the driveway to the foundation of the shop. And then the shop, it'll be a long process, but that is happening because in 2 months it's going to be scorching hot in Arizona, and I'm going to need a full air conditioned shop, and that's exactly what I'm going to have. So thanks so much for watching. I'm so sorry I didn't record. I really I'm really awkward when it comes to recording with other people around me sometimes, and for some reason I just totally forgot because this road trip was like 6 days of driving, like 14 hours a day, and I was so exhausted, and my mind was just elsewhere. But thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting. And I have 80% of the R34 video done. It's actually right there. There's the R34. Just mainly stripping it and doing body work on the roof. And then the next video will probably be quarter panels. But there will be a video that I'm going to start recording tomorrow or tonight because I'm actually taking an RX-7 FD Hot Boy drift car to Texas. I haven't really been working much lately, so I'm making money using the truck, and my good internet buddy, bought an RX-7 FD to add to his RX-7 FC, and he lives in Dallas, Texas, so I'm actually taking that. He's obviously paying me money for it, and it's a good enough of money where I'd rather go and drive for 2 days than work my current job. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm probably going to record a video just because it's cool. The FD is cool. This isn't too much of a crazy road trip. It's like a day to go there, day back. You know, like 12 to 15 hours of driving one way. So I'll definitely record that. So once again, thanks for supporting. I'll see you guys in the next video.